You breathing in and out of my
I'm a butt man. I'm a butt man.
I love to squeeze him. I love to touch him. I love to kick him because I'm a butt man. Because I'm a butt man.
All right.
You actually weren't recording this time?
No, I wasn't recording that.
I mean, that was good basketball talk.
Yeah.
That was good basketball.
You want to do some more basketball talk? Should the Pistons have not drafted Darko?
No, they definitely should have.
In retrospect, that was
maybe
not
maybe that was bad. Or it could have been bad.
Kyrie Irving's parents also were Americans, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think they stayed there that long, though, because Ben Simmons has an
He has a
accent
sister
and
who
Kyrie
is-
doesn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Kyrie does not have an accent.
I know
sure.
Kyrie doesn't. I don't know. I don't
Ben
think I've ever
does.
heard Ben talk.
He has like a slight accent. It's not 100%, but he's got an accent.
Does Ben Simmons also believe the world is flat?
No, I don't think so.
I don't believe all Australians do.
Okay.
Just Kyrie Irving. He's the only one who believes the earth is flat. It's episode 333 of the Nation Conversation. I'm your host, Ryan. I'm here with the TimmerCon boys.
Yes.
Nobody knows what that means. Bill and Wally. What's up?
Hanging out with Dr. Tim.
Explain what that means.
TimmerCon is our friend Tim. Really likes board games.
He was on the show once, wasn't he?
Oh, he's been on here.
I think he was on once or twice,
Yeah.
right?
So every once in a while, we go to his house for like a full day of board gaming.
A full day of board gaming.
First game that we played yesterday was what, 6 hours?
We got it in under 6 hours. It was
Under
fast.
6 hours. So
It was a quick game.
a quick game. And then
Quick 6 hours.
Yeah, and then we got a second game in.
That included a short pizza break too. So.
Oh, that's true.
A short pizza break.
Mm-hmm.
Wally, you were the champion.
I won both games, yes, which
You
is
were the
always a
champion
good
of the day.
thing to make sure that Tim does not win any games
That is good.
on his day. Which
is not like his. It has no relevance. It's not his birthday or anything. It's just his day.
His day because he loves
He just puts this together.
This game
board games.
especially.
Yes, in this game. And the only reason we play this game is because it is a 6 hour long game. So that
You wanna
we have
extend
to,
that time.
Yeah, you have to play it
Right.
like on a Saturday.
And you won fair and square. Bill had.
I won fair and
Bill
square,
just
and
gave up the goat.
This is actually 2 in a row for me winning Twilight.
Two
Imperium.
TimmerCons
Two
in a row?
TimmerCons in a row where I
So
won this game.
the way this alliance works is Wally won't do anything adverse to Tim because he's afraid of him.
Yep.
So he's Tim's lackey.
Nope.
And then if in exchange, if Tim reaches a place like yesterday where he can't win himself because his girlfriend was preventing him from winning,
Which I
by
absolutely-
default he then helps Wally to win.
Can I just
She
say,
did like 4 rounds of just attacking Tim.
I love this woman. I already love this woman. I don't know her yet, but I approve. Good job, Tim.
She is very approvable.
Get yourself a lady that will beat your ass in a board game. No
just
mercy.
to make sure that you don't win yourself.
Mercilessly.
Because she did not really go for points herself, so she was just literally just trying to stop him from doing
Just
anything.
out there to ruin his day.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Like a
He very quickly
Good
made her
spouse
angry,
should.
and then the rest of the game was to get back at him.
I think, is that Kevin Herter made a shot? Oh, no.
No,
It's
it's Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich. Sorry. Glens Falls own Kevin Herter did not. His lookalike make a shot, but not him. So, real quick, we forgot that NXT, we're getting text. NXT Takeover in your house was on Sunday. Forgot to make picks because the new show format is a little weird.
Yep.
So, Wally, you're not reading this.
I'm not reading this. I'm watching the Copa.
You're going to make
America.
your picks as we go.
Correct.
Because you haven't seen it, and you really don't know what the fuck is
I
going
don't
on.
think I
to be
trust
honest.
him, but okay.
I'm 90% sure that I won't know some of the names that you say.
I don't think you'll know
I
any
think
of the
you'll know
names.
most of them.
I will not
Really?
know what they look like.
The last match, he will definitely know.
Do you think he'll know everybody in the last match?
I do.
Should we make a board bet on this?
Make a board bet. Wally will recognize all of the names from the last match.
recognize all the names. Sure. Actually know what they look like? Probably not.
I think you will.
Know what they look like?
At least
went
vaguely,
behind?
yes.
Who's behind?
No, I thought this guy scored, but no, he missed. Wide open inside the 6. So okay.
Okay. So NXT Takeover in your house. Bill, did you watch it?
Certainly
I assume
not.
You did not. You're out.
I'm out of the wrestling game.
And
Did you get any emails about it?
you did.
Today, WWE wants to know what I thought of
Oh, was that Kevin Herter?
it. Yeah, it was Kevin Herter. I told you he's a stud.
Glens Falls' own Kevin Herter.
I believe Clifton Park.
I think that's
Oh,
true.
I thought it was Glens
Shin.
Falls.
No, Glens Falls was the other one that plays. That is like okay at Syracuse right now.
Oh, I don't know.
He's not okay at Syracuse. I watched him a lot.
Where was Jimmer Fredette?
He was Glens Falls.
Also, I think Glens Falls.
Okay.
The dude who plays for Syracuse was amazing in high school.
Yes,
scored 50 points a
he's
game.
The
Legitimate.
record holder. He broke what's his name's
Yeah.
Lance
Fredette.
Stevenson's state record for
Yeah,
points.
legit scored 50 points a game, but stinks. I mean, he doesn't stink, but he's better than me at basketball. But
He could probably.
He's
beat me in
not
basketball.
great. He's not great for college. Has not been great. He has his moments, but he hasn't been like 50 points.
No,
a game.
Buddy Boeheim is
Buddy's
making
much
him look
better.
Bad,
Yeah.
which isn't great because
Buddy is much better. Anyway, Takeover in your house. So, I did watch this.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the whole thing.
Oh wow. Was it good overall?
Joe Girard.
It was Joe Girard, not great.
Yeah,
Not terrible, but not great. Takeover in your house. I just want to say I like in your house. I have a nostalgia for in your house.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out about that later. But I have nostalgia for in your house because I'm pretty sure it was like the cheaper pay-per-view when you were a kid. I think it was like
The
$25.
$30 or
I think it was like $25 when you were a kid, and it was shorter.
Yep.
And they just did in your house like 5 times a year, as like the other.
Yeah.
Instead of
anytime
like
it wasn't one of the big ones.
right, instead of the big 4 or whatever, and instead of having other names, it was
They
just
were
in
all
your
in your
house
house.
1, in your house 2, in your house 3.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, and it was a gimmick where you could enter to win a house. That was like the gimmick of it.
So were they
a
giving
while.
away 5 houses a year?
I think
Damn.
it was a house every time. Anyway, they had a very particular presentation, I guess, with like Todd Pettengill running down the card and like talking over highlights.
And they would always be in someone's home, like watching it.
Oh,
Right. They always had like a camera in somebody's house. They were in smaller arenas. I'm pretty sure I watched a few of these because they were just cheaper and they were easier to get, like easier to pay for.
Boom.
Kevin Herter with
Kevin
3.
Herter.
Clifton Park,
He
not
is
Glens Falls'
leading
own Kevin
the
Herter.
comeback right now,
The comeback, which they're down like 15 already, but
but it would have been worse.
it could have been worse if it wasn't
I
for
just
Kevin
drew an
Herter.
offensive foul. They got to call that.
Nope, absolutely not. Oh, he's throwing a half-court shot, Kevin Herter. If that went in, I
Also,
would just
it was
end the
Bogdanovich,
podcast right
because
there.
when I can't see their hair very clearly, they are the same.
They do look similar. So I really like the in your house presentation. It's nostalgia. Obviously, it's real goofy.
Doc Hendricks callback.
Sure, we
Love
did.
it. Love it.
Got all the callbacks. I appreciated the opening where they did the in the old in your houses. They had this whole like, for over 50 years, the World Wrestling Federation has been the world leader in sports entertainment thing at the beginning, and they did that for with the NXT logo, which I enjoyed. They had Todd Pettengill in the building,
Yeah.
looking good. Todd, with his little chin beard.
Okay.
He was there. He played Karate Fighters, which was the #1 like sponsor of the old in your houses Karate Fighters.
recall
What
Karate
is karate? Is
It
that
was
a game?
like Rock'em Sock'em Robots,
Okay.
but 2 karate dudes kicking each other.
Oh, this is vaguely familiar.
And they used to do a lot of commercials for Karate Fighters. So he played Karate Fighters against Dexter Loomis.
Oh, well, I don't like this segment anymore.
It was fine. And then he did the whole, like, there was, like, the way they did the highlights, they would put, like, a VHS into a TV and be like, here were the highlights. And, like, the fuzzy screen would pop up. And he went to do that. And was it Mackenzie Mitchell? Who's the backstage lady?
That sounds familiar.
Is that her name? She was like, we're digital now, Todd, which is kind of funny. And then he's like, he called her Stephanie, which I thought this was fucking great because the first few in your houses were him and a girl. Stephanie, I think it was her name.
Oh, okay. I thought it was alluding to Stephanie McMahon.
No.
Okay.
There was like another host who was like a lady, and he's like, "Hey, Stephanie, it's been a long time. Good to see you." And she's like, "My name's Mackenzie." He's like, "Yeah, that's right. You know what? We never had good chemistry anyway, so it's fine." It was very funny. Todd Pettengill was he was the host of Fly 92 for years. Did you know that?
Last time I believe I saw him, it was at a
Parade?
St. Patrick's Day parade in Morristown, New Jersey.
Yeah, he's down that way now, doing radio still. But he looks good.
Yeah.
And he was from here, so it was cool. So I love the presentation. The first match, you're going to make the picks.
Okay. Who do we got?
It was Bronson Reed and MSK versus Legado del Fantasma, which are those two guys and the bingo guy.
Raul Mendoza.
Yep.
And used to be DJZ. Now it's Joaquin Wilde. And
the former Cruiserweight champ.
Former
Bingo.
Hijo de Fantasma.
Yes.
Who now goes by... what the hell was his name?
I was hoping you were going to help me.
I'm trying, but it's been a while. I'm out of the game now.
Well, I'm just going to say Bronson Reed and MSK. That seems like the uppercomers.
You would be correct.
Well, they are actually the champions that retained. They're not.
So
the
this was
up-and-comers.
Well, like
weird.
they're getting they're the ones getting the push.
So this was weird, right? Because all championships were on the line. So the North American champion, Bronson Reed, and the tag champs, MSK, if they lost, all titles would go to Legado del Fantasma.
Yep. But they have ruined this tag team, who are actually a good tag team.
MSK?
They can,
Legado?
Yeah, they're actually good wrestlers, but
They're
they can
very
never
good.
be good. They have just squashed everyone.
This was fun. It was a fun 6-man match to start. Perfect thing to start on, but it was exactly that. It was those guys being goofball sellers for Bronson and MSK.
Yeah.
And Bronson killed, what's his face? Why can't I remember this guy's
Santos
name?
Escobar.
Santos Escobar. I love Santos. I think he's
very
great.
good. He's very
I think he's
good.
great. But Bronson killed him, and then they won.
Yeah. So we swept it, and then Wally just glommed on.
I mean, it's fair.
He doesn't know what's going on. To be fair, I'm pretty sure he has no idea what's happening.
I think he looked this up before we started.
Please, you really think I have that much energy?
I think you're probably looking at it right now.
Nah, he could be. He very well could be. Mercedes.
Soccer.
Yeah, more
It's
than you got like 5
always
tabs
soccer.
up.
Yeah,
It's always soccer.
one's a cover letter. The other, 2 cover letters, and then a job posting. So yes, that's
I like that you apply to jobs during the show.
Yep.
Mercedes Martinez versus Xia Li. Wally, do you know any of these people?
I know the names.
Okay. Yep.
I'm gonna say Mercedes Martinez.
You would be incorrect. Xia Li, Victoria.
Oh, Xia Li's the one you like.
Xia Li has always been awesome, but now she's like she's trained by like a under goddess or something.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Xia won. Mercedes took exception. Started beating up with a chair. Then what's her name? Ming Yang. That's not it.
Oh boy,
That's not
that's
it.
problematic.
That's
That's
not it.
probably.
Mei Ying. Is that it? What the fuck is her
Are
name?
you trying to think of Mei Young? She's
No,
probably
it's
not alive still. I don't
It's
know.
not
Mei
Mei
Young.
Young. What the hell's her name? The Taiyan Xian lady. Anyway.
Her name is Karen Q.
Yeah, of course. It's Karen Q.
Oh, she's been around. I've heard that name before.
We've seen her in
We
person.
watched her match. Yeah,
okay.
you weren't there though.
Oh, you didn't
we
go
was
to
in
that one, okay.
Poughkeepsie.
No.
She attacked a Mercedes with her little throat move, whatever that's called, where you Tongan throat grip or
Is
whatever.
that what her actual? Because I had never seen her actually get physical. Mei Ying is her name.
Mei
now.
Ying. Oh, I had it right.
the
It's literally written
the
out.
second time,
Mei Ying. No, I had it right the second time. Yeah, not the first time.
not the first
I
time.
should just read off this paper that I have.
Maybe.
So she did the Tongan throat grip or whatever you want to call it. The Umenga.
Oh, okay.
You manga.
You manga.
She did that to. I like that you corrected the spelling on
Is-
Mei Ying.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Is Xia Li the one who's with Boa?
Yeah.
That's the person? Okay.
Yes. They're all
And then Mei Ying
Tan
is the person
Xian.
that would like just sit on the stage and creepily like
And
stare at
like
them.
do the crush.
That one I don't know.
Yeah. So Xia Li wins. How do we pick it?
Everyone except for Wally knew that. That's how it would turn
I feel like this was fine, but no, I have no real opinion of this.
Xia Li
nothing
needs to
bad.
be champion. Boa needs to be champion.
Boa showed up, but just for a minute.
Yeah.
Cameron Grimes is the one we need to spend the most time on.
Yeah.
Is this the
Cameron
one with Ted
Grimes-
DiBiase that's having the feud with Ted?
Yes.
Yes.
But
Okay.
this was not with Ted.
Okay.
Cameron Grimes versus L.A. Knight, or La Knight, as we call him,
Long night.
in a ladder match for the $1 million title.
The vacant.
The
You can believe it.
Been
$1 million
vacant for 20
championship.
years. Been vacant forever. With Ted DiBiase on the outside, with his security to make sure everything.
So
Was
Ted
it
was,
Virgil?
Ted was there.
Ted was on the outside.
He was on the outside. Was Virgil with him?
No Virgil.
Oh, that's
no Virgil.
okay.
Yeah. So Ted was on the outside. They had a ladder match. Wally, give us your pick.
It's got to be La Knight setting up Ted versus Cam. Is that it? It's got to be. Like what else are you doing with Ted DiBiase?
It was La Knight.
It was La Knight.
Long night did get
Okay.
the win.
La Knight got the win.
Was it because Ted screwed
Nope,
over
he
Cam?
just sat on the outside.
You just watched?
Waste of an opportunity. I love Bill's booking.
You wanted Ted to put him to sleep? Put Cam to sleep?
We'll get there.
Okay, so I thought this was the best, probably the best match that La Knight has had.
Is Shaq picking on a small
Shaq
crew
is the
member?
fucking worst.
He's always been the worst.
I didn't realize how bad he was until recently.
Is
but
anyone else annoyed by the... This is real nitpicky, but I'm going to bring it up anyway, because this is the new format of the show. We just fucking go. These, like, studio... Do you watch a lot of these studio shows ever? Or, like,
Nope.
pay attention? You notice that they have panes of glass between them? You can kind of see them.
I can see him now.
And they have, like, Post-it notes on them and stuff. To, like, do social distancing. Great. I get it. You know what? Totally.
How are these guys not vaccinated
Is there?
already?
I'm sure they probably are.
Yeah.
But is there no like? There's no fucking way these guys aren't like just hanging out in the green
Oh, yeah.
room, right?
Yeah.
Well, they absolutely.
They are, right? There's you don't need the planes of glass, then, do you?
It's optics, is what it is.
It's all optics,
Which is
I know.
fine.
I get it, but
'Cause
it's like
Trying to be the leader, or whatever.
if you're all vaccinated and you definitely fucking hang out in the green room, right? There's no way they're like
oh yeah,
not hanging out, right?
yeah.
They got these panes of glass. It's so weird. Anyway. Interesting ladder match. It might be match of the night.
Really,
It might be match of the
even
night.
with One Night in it,
It was the best Law Night match he's had
ever.
in his whole career. It was the best match. Confusing to confusing to me because Cam Grimes, obviously I get people like Cam Grimes.
Right, and that's what it is. He is playing a heel character, but
He has been, but he was cheered. And the thing that was weird
a
to
lot of
me,
crowds, man, you can't control it anymore.
okay, I get that. The crowd was dead most of the show. I'll say that.
Okay.
The crowd was pretty dead. Maybe it's just because they were wearing masks or whatever, but it wasn't great. It wasn't like a great crowd. But the announcers, who you would think you would be like, we want to play this heel versus heel or however, they called it like Cam Grimes was babyface boyhood dream Shawn Michaels.
Vic Joseph is the worst announcer they have at this point.
They all did, though. It wasn't just Vic. They all called this as if like, come on, Cam, you can do it.
See, and it
What?
That's weird.
Come on, rich guy who's been a dick to
Yeah.
people for weeks.
Like,
It's got to be.
He must have turned
Stu Bennett
face.
should be doing that,
Right.
but the other two should not be.
No, Stu was cheering for La
but
Knight.
also, La Knight is
Yeah.
not a good guy either.
No, he was evil, and he was doing his La Knight stuff, and it was a rich off. Who's richer?
Which
Apparently,
kayfabe
La Knight is
is
supposed to be rich.
La
Definitely
Knight is
Cam
also
Grimes.
La Knight is also rich because he's
Okay.
been
He's
he's
driving.
the hottest free agent in the history of
He's been
NXT.
driving
or
like
some garbage.
Lamborghinis and stuff. To be fair, from the beginning, he's been driving in like fancy cars and so.
He's got like
promos and stuff.
sweet leather
Sweet
blue and red
jackets.
jackets. So
But I must have missed something.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Yeah, let me talk to you. I must have missed something because Cam Grimes was treated as if he was boyhood dream Shawn Michaels in this match. Like, if he could only get this title, like he's already a billionaire, isn't he? Did he lose his money?
Without watching the build up to see like
I don't
his
understand.
interaction with Ted.
Yeah,
this
right.
sounds dumb.
Obviously, there was some kind
But
of
it
babyface push here. They switched to babyface
Vic
on
is
it,
the worst.
but the match was good. I thought the match was well done. A lot
Just
of
call him Vic Christopher.
no, that's a different dick. There was a lot of match ladder. What was the ladder match we watched? Was it Jericho Benoit? There was like a ladder match where they didn't do a lot of like big spots, but it was like a fight. It was a really good ladder match on that ladder match DVD. I think it was Jericho and Benoit.
That sounds like it would be, yeah.
And it was more of like a fist fight, like use the ladder as a weapon kind of match.
Right.
And this was like very well done of like, let's set up some stuff, but we're not going to do it. We're going to tease it. They're going to slide under the ropes when like, oh, they're going to like, LA Knight is going to get smashed by this ladder, but no, he slides underneath. Like they kept like going in circles and stuff and not getting hit by ladders. And then they did all the ladder hits at the end, of course.
Naturally.
There was a solid golden ladder, which Cam Grimes could have won the match, but then wanted to use the solid gold ladder.
Okay.
So he brought that in. Right. Cam Grimes lost when he got tipped over and landed on a ladder bridge on the ramp. Very nasty bump. And LA Knight is your new $1 million champ. And LA Knight was given the belt by Ted DiBiase. So Ted obviously approves.
So Ted doesn't like.
Ted
didn't
did not
do anything.
He did not interfere. He came out. He put the title up, and then sat in a chair and watched. Then presented the belt. He did not do anything.
That seems like a waste.
Hopefully that leads somewhere, but it doesn't sound like it's gonna.
Yeah. It seems like there's more to there's going to be more to this.
So Ryan, you picked that incorrectly.
Okay.
The rest of us got it.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. I'm even with you right now. Then
there you go. Who won between Raquel Gonzalez and Ember Moon? Wally.
Do you know who these two are?
I remember Ember Moon.
This is not the board bet, though.
I do not know.
What side do you fall? Do we make a? What side do you fall on the board bet? You think he will know nobody?
I think he'll know all of them.
Okay, I think he'll not know.
Of just the.
Put it on the board.
Of just the
last match.
The last match.
Okay.
That we're
The
gonna
Fatal
get to.
5-way.
There's 5 people.
Oh, okay. Bill's got a lot of faith. That's I appreciate it. I don't think I know. I know Raquel Gonzalez's name. I don't think I would know her by sight.
Okay. Ember Moon, do you know her?
I do know her, and I'm pretty sure I would know her by sight.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm gonna take Gonzalez.
And you would be right.
Oh yeah.
Raquel retained her championship.
Yeah.
Raquel
she's a
hangs up-
champion too. You gotta tell me these things
Oh,
too.
no. I'm not telling you that.
Raquel is.
You can't have that much help. Come on.
She hangs out with Dakota Kai.
Yep.
She's giant. She had a big feud with Rhea Ripley.
Yep.
Okay.
She's Bill's lady.
Yeah.
One
she's
of
awesome.
Bill's favorites. So, yeah, she won. Ember gave her the
The
big
bump is that's her move, right? Ember's
Her
move.
big one is
It's
the eclipse.
the eclipse, the stunner off the
stunner
top.
off the top rope.
Oh, okay. Does she still not do? She doesn't do the butt bump anymore.
She might.
You thinking of
but not
Tony?
as a
Maybe
finisher.
Tony did that like thing where Tony Storm would do like that
No,
shake
like
and butt.
she whipped them into the ropes, and when they come back, she like
That's
jumps and butts
Asuka.
it.
I'm pretty sure that's Asuka.
That's also Naomi.
Asuka.
Oh,
and Naomi.
I was thinking Naomi. I think
Yeah, you were.
I was.
You were.
She was a funkadactyl at one point.
Oh, you
Okay.
were. You
Yeah.
were.
Yep.
Yeah.
You were.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
It's problematic.
Ember Moon has the crazy contacts.
Yes, she
Yes.
did. Now she has
She was
like
supposed to be a werewolf or something like
Now
that.
she's
Now she's got,
got-
like weird haircut and
bad haircut. Got to go that hair back in, man. Come on. I don't like this haircut. Anyway, best most selling I've seen from Raquel, but another quick women's match, like
yeah.
not ever getting to the fifth gear or whatever, or whatever. Not getting to like 65 miles an hour. Just kind of like, oh, this is good. And Raquel wins. Like, this is a good match where we're going to get the interference. We're going to get the Shotzi Blackheart, fix the interference, and Raquel's going to win anyway. And that's what happened. How do we all pick that one?
We did sweep that one.
We swept it. All All right, here we are. Fatal 5-way.
Okay.
Here are the participants.
The champion might be the only one he doesn't know.
Okay.
That's the
I'm on
only
the
one.
other side. So we've got Johnny Gargano.
Of course, I know them. I know him.
We've got Kyle O'Reilly.
Yep.
We've got Adam Cole.
Of course.
We've got... What am I missing? Karrion Kross.
You can look at the
It's
screen.
not red. It's not
Oh,
red.
it's
I
not
have it
red.
here.
Karrion
Kross is the
Karrion
champ.
Kross.
Okay. I would not
And-
know him by sight, but I know the name.
He's got a wife/girlfriend, I think Scarlett,
Scarlett
who's
Bordeaux.
blonde and
No.
And I'm missing Peter Dune.
Oh,
Pete
Peter
Dunne.
Dunne. Okay. I know all those names.
okay.
I would probably say by sight I could get probably 4. All of them except for Karrion Kross.
So I win.
Interesting.
I win
guess
that
you
board
win,
bet.
yeah.
Board bet goes to me. Are you keeping the board bets?
I am, so I'll just
So
add
board
that
bet
right
to me.
now.
You weren't involved in that one. Maybe we can get another one up on the board tonight that you're involved in. Yep.
Ryan wins.
So I looked up a whiteboard on wheels, and they're more expensive than you think.
I was going to get a cheap one, and then I obviously did not.
You can get the tabletop ones for like $10, but the one on wheels that I wanted, I was
Oh,
like, I
like
want
a
a
big
big
one?
one you
Like
can like
a-
flip.
Like you
a-
would see in a school.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's going to be expensive.
It's like $1.50. We're like, nah,
yeah, no.
it's not worth that. Anyway, Fatal 5-way.
Oh, okay. So give me the names again. We got Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Pete Dunne,
Yep.
Gargano.
Johnny Gargano,
Gargano
and Karrion Kross is
Karrion Kross.
the champion.
Yep.
He had a
Okay.
feud most recently with Finn Balor.
And is there any stipulations of this match? Is this a ladder match
It
or anything
was
like that?
just a regular.
Just a regular.
But it's
Regular
5
5-way.
person, so it's anything goes.
Yeah, right. There were no. You could cheat if you wanted to.
I'm gonna say put the belt on Kyle.
Interesting.
Yeah, it would
incorrect.
make a lot of sense, but it's not correct.
It makes sense. I just picked a name.
Kyle's been hot, but no. Karrion won.
Ah,
Karrion choked out Kyle.
damn it.
Oh, Kyle's the one that took the loss, huh?
Kyle took the loss. Yeah. It was fine. It was a lot of this is awesome and stuff, but
Yeah.
no, nothing.
Was
real.
it real This Is Awesome
him
stuff?
and
No.
Cole got
It was real. It was this is awesome only in like.
Because we're back and
We're back,
and
sort of.
finally can see
And there were only
stuff.
300 people there. I mean, it's not like it was at the Performance Center. It wasn't like a.
like an actual.
It wasn't like a huge arena.
Yeah.
It was fine. Nothing wrong with any of these. Really, nothing wrong with any of these matches. But fine. Not nothing great. Nothing terrible. Just fine. I thought Peter Dunne was going to win because he was dressed in pure white.
which
And he
was my
had-
pick. When you said that, I was very
Yep.
excited.
He had pure white on, and he had Premier League. Was it Premier League? No, he had like English soccer logos on all of his stuff.
I'll look him up. See it. Oh, he's from England. He's the UK
He's from-
champion, right?
Yeah,
He was.
So he had all the England like paraphernalia on his white clothes. So and Wade Barrett was very excited, and they had won the same day, I think. So he was like, "This is so important because he's going to win the title, and they also our home country won in soccer, so it's a big deal." So we had soccer and wrestling together. So there you go. But Karrion choked out Kyle O'Reilly, and I thought Pete was going to win at one point, but then he got dumped out by Karrion and lost. So I still think Pete is going to win the title at some point.
I don't see why he wouldn't.
I think at some point he will. They made it seem like he's destined to win the title at some point. So Karrion won again.
Okay, which you and Mike picked.
Yeah. Right. Mike is the ghost of Mike. Dead Mike.
Dead Mike in a dream.
And
told
then
me
I
he
was like,
picked
okay, so there were a lot of
Karrion Kross.
rumors going around about what's going to happen at the end and da-da-da-da-da.
And based on what I'm reading, I hate it.
So, oh my God, I was going to say, you must be even more dug in of I'm not watching NXT anymore. Because at the end, they find William Regal, who all night has been trying to stop fights. He's like amazing how he's in the right place at the right time always.
Well, he's Regal. Of course he is.
Of course he is.
He's got that sixth sense.
He does. Kevin Hurd.
He
just
got
misses-
solved.
He
He got
missed
solved.
three. He missed three. So he's on like Regal. What did you think of the night?
Drew a charge.
He's like, I think that I can't control NXT anymore, and it's time for a change. And then he walked away, meaning that he will not be GM anymore. which is
So-
a shame.
It is a real shame. My hope is that he just is ready to step back.
I
I'm
presume
hoping
that has
he's the one
some-
doing this.
I presume it has something to do with him personally.
Because if they
Right?
are choosing to take him away, that's dumb.
I don't think it's them. I assume he is like, let me do something else, or I'm retiring, or what? I'm not
Right.
totally
Maybe
sure.
he just wants to get off TV and
Maybe just
Which-
scout.
if that's the case, then his replacement is fine. But if they just said like, "Hey, this will be better," they're
I don't think that's
mistaken.
the case, right? I don't think so. He's a fucking great GM because he's not involved in every show.
Not
he
at
just
all.
shows up when he needs to. He
Yeah.
says what he needs to do. He gets the stuff over and he gets out of there.
Yep.
And he does a great
comes
job
out
when
and
he's
says,
on TV.
War games and walks
yeah,
away.
and who's gonna say war games?
And then he sits in his office and yells at John Gargano.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't require a lot of effort, I don't think, but maybe he wants to move back to England. Who knows? So, the rumor earlier in the day was Samoa Joe was back in WWE, even though he was fired like a couple months ago. How long was he fired? A couple months ago, I think. So the rumor was like he was at the PC, he's going to do something, he's going to be involved. So I was waiting to see him like choke out Karrion Kross because I think that would have been a fun interaction.
Yeah.
They would have a nice technical match maybe. But no, apparently Samoa Joe is going to become the GM of NXT. That's the rumor.
Which he would be fine. He's just not Regal.
Right. So is he going to be like Regal's enforcer and have matches sometimes?
That
'Cause
would be
that
fun.
could be fun.
I mean,
Or
he's
is
a
he
former
just-
champion.
Is he just the GM? And now, like, he just takes over for Regal and Regal's gone.
I think he's just a GM who can take a bump because he hasn't actually wrestled in a while, right?
Doesn't wrestle in a long time. And I think a lot of people are really disappointed that he's not going to go and do Samoa Joe Destroyer out in the other companies, which
Right.
is a problem. It sucks. But he must be seriously hurt.
Bang.
Kevin Herter for 3. They cut it to 8.
Yeah, because he's hitting threes.
He hit 2 threes since we started. That's it.
Yeah, well, that's 6 points.
I mean, he's hitting threes in the NBA. Good for him. So yeah, Samoa
That
Joe.
defense.
Yeah, he gave up a basket.
Offensive foul.
Oh, come on. That's not him. That's
Nope, that's not
Bogdanovich.
him. Because he missed. That's how I knew.
Oh, God. So, Samoa Joe going to be in NXT.
I mean, it's good for
Probably as a
NXT.
GM.
And he's a former champion, so he's got some gravitas.
The thing I like the most is his music will be back. That's really fun.
yes.
Joe music will be back, hopefully.
With the toilet flush. It
Yeah.
really sounded like a toilet flush to me.
Yes. 2 other news items before we get into the review and all the other segments. PWG will be back in the next month after 2 years off. PWG will return.
Who do they still have there?
So MSK were their tag champs and like had them for like 3 years. So they have to vacate those, I assume. Bandito is their heavyweight champ. I'm pretty sure.
Should he go back still?
I think he can.
Is he's AEW?
No.
He's on
No.
Ring of Honor.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think he can come back. They've lost basically everybody.
Jake Atlas is one of their guys.
Yeah,
He's gone.
He's gone. Keith Lee, of course, gone.
Yeah.
Retribution guy there. What's his name?
Oh,
They changed his gimmick like
Dijak?
16 times. Dijak was a guy. It's funny because Dijakovic. It's funny because the Fatal 5-Way was making me think like this is all PWG guys because it was Cole, O'Reilly, both of them were PWG guys.
yep.
It was Dunn, who was in PWG. Killer Kross, I don't remember if he was Killer Kross in PWG or not.
I don't think so, but I didn't watch
He
it.
might have been. Maybe not.
And then Johnny.
And Johnny was definitely there for a long time. So PWG's back. Yay for Mike.
Good
From Mike.
good
Mike
farm
Malone.
league there. Good farm league.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they're not a
NXT
bad
is just,
single A, I guess.
They've sucked up the entire talent roster. Made William Regal's job real easy. Just go to PWG and pick out the 10 guys you
He
want.
did go to PWG too.
Yeah, he literally did. Mickie James showed up in NWA. She's going to be running an all-women's pay-per-view for NWA.
That's probably a good thing.
I think it's good.
Depending on the women they have.
We'll see. They don't have a ton of people, so
Okay.
we'll see who they
They
bring
got
in. but
who's their champ?
Now it's Camille.
Who's Camille?
Camille was the big like bodybuilder chick that was with Nick Aldis as his like bodyguard. She's now the champ. Serena Deeb lost it to her, so Serena Deeb.
I'm
has
way
been
back
involved.
then. I thought Thunder Rosa.
Thunder
was.
lost it to Serena Deeb.
Oh,
Thunder still signed. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know
Do
who
they
Camille
have-
Kane is, but she looks huge.
Do they have working?
You don't know who Camille is?
No, but she looks like a
She's a
giant.
very big bodybuilder.
Do they have working relationships with like
AEW.
AEW?
So
That's
maybe
it?
they can bring some AEW folk
Probably.
in. I'm sure that will
I
find
could see them
people.
bring a Riho in or something.
I'm sure they'll find people. But that's very exciting and good. NWA went from a very fun show to absolutely not necessary to watch, in my opinion. Your guy, Aldis faced, what's his name?
Nikki Dice.
No, he's gone too. Chester and Murdo.
Oh boy,
Chester and Murdo.
Chester is still wrestling. huh?
Chester and Murdo fought for the title. What's his actual name? Lance Cade?
Nope, that's
No.
the other one. Trevor
Trevor
Murdoch.
Murdoch. Trevor Murdoch had a title shot.
Is that not? Oh no, it's Matt Murdock. Never mind. Go ahead.
No, that's Daredevil.
Yeah.
Now Murdo is the biscuits and gravy. No,
Yeah.
not biscuits.
No,
and
it's
gravy.
not.
It's
It's the Hick tag team guy.
yeah.
Who's not a bad wrestler, but he had a title shot.
He's also like 50.
He's old. Yeah.
NWA is the one that had what Ricky Morton and
Yeah. They had those guys.
like
they had
last year, right?
Ricky Starks. Yep.
Yep.
They had a lot of people. They had
They had that karate guy.
Ricky Morton
Yeah.
is one
who
is
died,
two people,
who passed
isn't it?
away. The
Ricky and
karate.
Robert are two.
Ricky and Robert.
Yeah, they're two different people.
Yes, they are.
Ricky
and Robert.
Starks and
Ricky
Robert
Morton
Morton.
is two people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ricky Morton is both the Rock and Roll Express.
Wait, who did you say the other one was?
Ricky Starks.
Robert? Isn't that what you just said?
Yeah.
Robert
Yes.
Gibson and
Yeah.
Ricky Morton are
I
Rock
thought you
and
said
Roll
Ricky
Express.
Starks was.
Ricky Starks was in NWA. He was the like middle champion.
I did say that.
He was in there though.
Yeah, but not in Rock
Not
and
in
Roll.
Rock-
No, Ricky Starks was not in Rock and Roll Express. All right, that's all the week's news. AEW was kind of a setup show, so we don't really need to get into it. Best match ever of the week segment. Back to a match because of In Your House NXT. I decided to watch In Your House 5. And there was a match on there. Hunter Hearst
Oh,
Helmsley
right. Yes. The
versus
Blue Blood.
Henry Godwin in a hogpen match.
This sounds vaguely familiar.
So the way you win, the only way you could win is if you throw your opponent into a hogpen
Get them all
and
gross.
then get them all gross and they lose. So
So it's a
HHH,
it's a
a gimmick match.
it's a what is it? What am I trying to say?
I don't honestly know.
I really don't know.
Mud wrestling?
A mud wrestling.
Yeah.
Without the mud.
But there was mud.
Yeah.
But they called it shit. They called the shit mud. So HHH wins this match. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he wins. He tosses like a back body drop, throws Henry Godwin into the pig pen.
Oh, but
if you
he's
will.
going to get messy. He's got to get messy.
But Henry Godwin, of course. So he gets the win, but then Henry Godwin dumps him in.
Yes.
And then like slams him in the shit. And then we get the Ric Flair style, like Pratt falls in
Yep.
the mud, like I can't get up. I keep falling.
Just keep slipping in the
Slip
mud.
and fall in the mud, which was very fun.
Because Triple H always did the job for other people.
Yeah, no. This was like the last time. This is probably it. He's like, you just threw me in pig shit for 10 minutes. I am never losing again.
Was this pre-dating Stephanie? Or?
Yeah, oh my
Okay.
God, yes. This was In Your House
This is
5, which
pre-China.
is like 95. Yeah,
Oh.
China wasn't even around. Hunter Hearst Helmsley was like a dude in a foofy shirt who rode
He was
horses.
from like Stamford, Connecticut.
Oh, this was when he was still.
He had
oh,
like
okay.
a
Come out and
puffy,
do
like,
All right.
Like
he
an
would
English
bow.
curtsy.
He had like
Right.
a ribbon in his hair. And he would actually sell. That's the last time we've seen Triple H sell. But I thought it was a fun match. And fun to see Triple H writhing around in pig shit. And this also is funny because these pigs, I think I told this story a few months ago. Owen Hart let these pigs into Vince McMahon's
Oh,
office.
that's right. Yes.
They were like, where do we leave these pigs before the match? And he's like, right in here, in Vince McMahon's office. And they just shit everywhere in his office. Very funny. All right, Bill, it's time for a segment to be named later. What do we mess up last week or not remember, which is probably a lot of things.
You don't remember this picture you don't recognize?
Karrion Kross
in
picture?
the document?
At the bottom of the document?
No,
Or is it
up in the NXT segment.
The Karrion... Woo!
No.
Okay.
I can't say he looks
All right,
familiar.
so I definitely win
You
that.
won that one, yeah.
Because, I mean, a lot of these guys, they all look the same.
They look the same to you.
Yeah. A lot of these NXT/WWE guys, they especially the ones who don't make it, they all look the same. They do.
When they get called up, they don't make it?
Yeah.
So last week, what were we? Oh, Buddy Murphy. Not in the Cruiserweight Classic. We were trying to figure
won
his...
the belt.
Yes. For a while, the Cruiserweight champion, they just like stuck it on 205 Live. That was the only place you could see it.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Cruiserweight show.
He had a 183-day reign, so they let him just hold it and wrestle dudes. And I think he like fought like Oney Lorcan and basically just like go fight guys that are good at wrestling.
Just go have a good match.
The other thing I wanted to look up was the Spirits of St. Louis.
Okay.
In perpetuity?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So at the time of the merger, when the ABA and the NBA merged, they were just buying out teams and stuff. But the owners of this team, Ozzy and Daniel Silna, negotiated a deal to receive the future TV money from the teams that joined the NBA. Not all of it, a portion of it.
So just the ABA team.
So they got a 1/7 share from each of the teams.
Which teams?
Nuggets.
Pacers.
Oh, I thought you were literally just going to name them.
no.
Right? Oh, okay.
No.
It's like, yeah.
Because it might have been more. It might have been like they got some of the other teams that didn't make it too.
Yeah,
But, like
yeah.
So 1/7 share from each franchise.
Clippers, I think, were in there.
Yeah.
It was the Pacers, the Spurs,
Clippers.
yeah,
Uh,
and one other team I think.
Jazz?
Or came over. I think
Jazz?
it was the Jazz.
The New Orleans Jazz, not the Utah
I
Jazz.
don't believe it was them though.
Definitely the Nuggets, because they won an
Then-
NBA championship.
So Nuggets, Pacers, Spurs, and somebody Clippers maybe.
And the Spirit of St. Louis, of course, were one of them.
But they didn't.
But they didn't go.
Right.
Nuggets, Spurs, Pacers, Nets.
Nets. Okay.
Right, Nets, because Dr. J was on the Nets, right?
So they got 1/7 share from each of those franchises in perpetuity, which worked out to be about 2% of the entire NBA TV money went to these owners.
Which is like billions of dollars.
At the time, wasn't
At the time, it wasn't
by 2012, it had made them about $255 million.
Wow.
Almost in 1982, there was almost a buyout. The NBA offered $5 million over 8 years. The Silnas came back and they said, "Give us $8 million over 5," and the NBA walked away.
Wow. What a bad decision.
And then, it ended up costing them hundreds of millions of dollars.
The NBA was in bad shape in 1982 before Magic and Bird came in.
Yeah.
So
In 2014, the Silnas did take a $500 million lump payment, which greatly reduced their perpetual payments.
Oh, okay.
So they still do get a sliver.
Yeah.
They still get some, but
instead of 2%, it's down to like
a fraction.
Yeah.
wow.
But that was only after taking a $500 million lump payment.
Which was like, let's get the fuck out of this.
What were their names again? The owners there?
Silnas, Silna.
These guys were
Ozzy and Daniel, brothers.
very
Geniuses.
smart.
Yeah.
Smart guys.
Yep.
Geniuses. Anything else for segments?
No. Well, actually, one thing I just wanted to check because we were talking about it and I couldn't remember how we decided as a group that Luke is better than Owen Wilson, right, Wally?
No. I said Owen was better.
No, you said Luke.
Yeah, we all said Luke is better.
No, I
No,
didn't.
wait.
No, I said Owen is better.
Which one's
He has
Owen?
All
All right, Luke is brown hair. Owen's got the broken nose.
Yeah. Owen's
Yes, Luke
better.
is the better one.
That's
yes.
what I thought.
Owens
had
had the
That's
better
correct.
movie career. No,
That's
we
not
did
true.
not agree.
consensus. Luke
No,
is
there was
better.
no consensus. There was no consensus.
I listened back.
There was no consensus. Absolutely not.
Oh, fuck this movie.
Fast
His
Nine?
kid, I found out today, is playing him. Vin Diesel's kid is in it as young Vin Diesel.
Nice. There you go.
And apparently, there's rumors now
He wants
That in the next
2 to 3 movies.
in the next one or coming up, they might have Paul Walker's daughter in it.
Oh, nice. Good for Paul Walker's daughter. New weekly segment. How much is this shit going for on eBay?
Asking price.
Asking price. There's a picture on here.
Mint.
It is a 1991 WCW fanny pack.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's black. Got the old purple, like 90s WCW logo on it. I did read through the description. The guy said,
He did say the word mint.
I'm not sure. No, I just put that in there because it's in a bag.
Yeah.
Mint in bag. Never been used.
Yep.
The guy said, I don't know if it's 90, 91, or 92, but it's definitely one of those. It was some type of giveaway or office merch or something. And I don't know if this helps or hurts. You're guessing. Bill, you're up 2-0.
Yeah.
Obviously.
This guy has already sold 2 of these items.
Oh, so there's more than one of
So
them.
there's
though.
more than one. He's already sold 2. How much is this going for on eBay? Wally, since you're losing,
I gotta go first.
I will let you go second.
Oh, okay.
Bill,
He's asking.
what is the asking price for WCW
If it was a
fanny
one of a
pack?
kind, I would say $75.
Okay.
But you said he's sold more than
We
one.
sold 2.
So he's dropped his price way down to $60. Maybe $59.99, but I'll just round it to $60.
$60. Okay, Wally?
Fuck.
It's a fanny pack.
It's only a fanny, but
it's a free
it's
giveaway fanny pack, but it's in a bag.
mint in
It's
bag.
WCW early 90s.
Early
WCW
90s.
early 90s. It's 2 weeks in a row of WCW weird shit.
I feel like you could do that forever.
Oh, for sure.
I'll go 70.
You both overbid.
Oh,
Damn
wow.
it.
So I need the
You
You both overbid. So Bill, what was your bid?
I had said $60.
All right, so it's below that. So Bill, I'll let you go again.
$35.
35.
That's a good bid. That's a good bid.
35 for Bill.
I'm gonna take 40.
40 for
Doesn't leave
Wally.
much room there.
It does not.
40. Seems like a mistake.
No.
Seems like a mistake to do something like that. Bob Barker wouldn't approve. Oh, by the way, I do use a very thin pencil-like mic, like a long one for this part.
Oh.
There's no video, so you can't fact check me.
Yeah. It's
But the actual asking price is $45. Wally, you get on the board.
All right. 2-1.
2-1. Wally, you're on the board.
$45 for a
fanny
pack that you're probably not going to use.
And would
Because
definitely
it's
not
a
be.
fanny pack.
It's not in good shape either. It's not like an impressive one. It's made in China.
It's a fanny pack.
It's a cheap fanny pack. They probably gave it away to like advertisers.
You shouldn't spend more than $1 on a fanny
So
pack.
Wally, you have won.
Yes.
You have won. Congratulations to you. You win nothing.
Woo.
It's time to talk about our review of the week now. Tiger Mask W, which was my review.
Mm-hmm.
Am I up next week? I'm up next
You
week.
are
I
not.
believe you are. So do you have anything in the can?
You got a little while.
You got a
to-
few minutes
definitely.
to figure it out. So Tiger Mask W is an anime show.
Made by Toei Animation,
Right.
which is the ones who do like the big names, Dragon Ball Z,
They do the big things.
Sailor Moon, that kind of stuff.
So Tiger Mask, you were looking it up earlier, has been a wrestling character for a long time.
Yes.
There has been multiple cartoon animes about Tiger Mask.
Are we up to...
This is the third one.
So
What
I think
is
it's
that?
Tiger Mask 4 currently. I think he's the 4th one. Anyway,
From Toei Animation, at least, I think it's only.
it's only 3 animation shows, but I think we're up to a guy playing the character. The
Oh,
fourth
I see
guy,
what you
I
mean.
want to say
1, 2,
4th or 5th, maybe.
3.
Jesus, that's a bad movie.
So, this came out a while ago because there was that match at Wrestle Kingdom. It was Tiger Mask W versus Tiger the Dark,
Right.
which was Ibushi versus ACH, both in masks. And they
I
had
feel like
like
we watched that, right?
we did, and I'm pretty sure they had like the Miss X character or the agent. I think they had
Yep.
the agent, right?
Well, so
Tiger Mask W came out with the agent character.
It's going to be hard for Bill to talk about this because.
I did decide to watch it without subtitles to see if it was the same show.
Oh, you
for
really
me.
did?
I really did it.
Oh,
And so I have some. There was for a long time I thought like this is easy to follow, and then one question hit me, and I thought, Maybe I don't get it. Something doesn't seem to add up here.
Something don't look right. So I don't want to give too much play-by-play on this, but
No, please don't.
I like things about it, and there's things I don't like at all. It looks like there's only one season of it too. It's on Tubi. You can
It's a
watch.
long season, but yeah.
You can watch it.
It's
on Tubi.
30 episodes, I believe it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
This came out like 2 or 3 years ago. It's pretty old now. It's a couple years old. We see a match in the beginning. This scary looking dude in a yellow mask is murdering another dude.
Yep.
And 2 young boys are on the outside and watching this guy die. Their senpai or
One
whatever.
of them,
Yeah, he's like trying to break his back actively.
He's trying to kill this guy because he has little knives on his fingers, and chops like blood into this dude, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Atlanta almost tied it up. They've almost tied it up.
Yeah, they sure have because of that man right there playing defense.
It's the third quarter, so it
There's
really
a long,
does not matter.
There's certainly a long way to go.
Look at that defense. Look at him get around the pick.
So this bad guy, oh my god, this bad guy is Yellow Devil. Is that his name?
I believe so, yes.
Yellow Devil kills this dude. It even looks like he's dead because his eyes roll in the back of his head,
Yep.
and like he's got blood everywhere. And he's been stabbed, and he's not dead.
Nope.
This yellow mask just wins the match, and the young boys come in to try to stop him from killing this guy who's already, I assumed at the time, was dead.
Yep.
And he kicks the shit out of both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of like goes to the next thing, which is like the future.
Yeah.
Like however many years.
Leaves one of them with a scar, like as he slashed
Yeah,
the
Now,
he
face.
cuts
at this
the
point,
one guy's face.
I thought what you have here is clearly Tiger Mask and the bad guy there. What's his name?
Oh,
Dark
Odin.
Ma-
No, Tiger the
Tiger
Dark?
Dark, yeah.
Okay.
I thought these 2 young boys clearly are going to be those 2 people.
Okay, you are correct.
Yes.
That's correct.
Okay. Then I have a question later.
Yeah,
Okay.
There's another guy who just shows up later. So Tiger Mask character, I forget his name. He's training upside down, and a bear attacks him, and he beats up a bear.
Naoto Azuma.
Naoda. Yep. He beats up a bear. Then we see Tiger the Dark guy climbing an ice mountain in his underwear.
With a lot of other dudes also.
And he
climbing
murders
everywhere.
He murders a dude who tries to pull him off the mountain.
Yeah, that dude attempted murder first, so
Yeah, so he defends himself, kicks a dude off a mountain. They're all in their underwear. He climbs up this whole mountain. Part of the training in Japan. If you want to be a wrestler, you got to climb an ice mountain in your underwear.
Yeah.
He comes in and finds this babe, Miss X, who's like the anime
she's the anime.
basketball boobs character.
Yeah, she's the bad female anime character.
Who has
That's literally
ridiculous
Yeah.
fake body.
Giant boobs
that's
and
what-
blonde hair.
Yep.
That's what all evil female
Yep. She's
anime
very
characters look like.
stereotypical. She says to Tiger the Dark, "You're going to be Tiger the Dark now because you won this competition of underwear ice mountain climbing."
Okay, so I follow this part.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
And then Miss X, we find out she's heading up this company called Global Wrestling Monopoly,
Yes.
which seems very similar to a certain company that might be a wrestling monopoly.
Yes.
And they're promoting a match with the champion, Odin, who is a dude who I did not talk about in the beginning of the episode, who is on the outside seconding the Yellow Devil guy and beats up the young boys. So they both separately, they have not talked to each other since the incident. They separately both see Odin is going to be in this pay-per-view or whatever, and that they both decide, like, I gotta go fuck this guy up because we'll probably
beat them up on the
you
outside.
beat us up, and we're probably gonna figure out where Yellow Devil is if we fight you,
Well,
right?
I would say the only difference is Tiger the Dark is in the same company as Odin. Like they're part of the same
Right,
company.
but he's
not
wants-
trying to like fight him. He just wants to
He
know
wants
where
to-
Yellow Devil
he
is.
wants to fight Yellow Devil though,
Yes,
as well.
that is true.
He's like infiltrated. It seems to me, I haven't watched the whole thing, but it seems like he's infiltrated this group so he can go kill White Devil or
Yellow
Yellow Devil.
Yeah, I would agree with
Right?
that. Yeah.
So I don't think he's actually
That
evil.
makes kind of sense.
Is the other guy Tiger Mask at this point?
No, he has not come
I
out
didn't
as
think
Tiger
so.
Mask.
No, okay. I
He's
thought.
not-
I'm still following.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. So you still didn't know subtitles.
Yep.
So we find out Global Wrestling Monopoly and Tiger's Den, where Tiger Dark trains, work together all the time.
Yep.
Then we see Okada.
Yep.
I don't know if he's voiced by Okada, but we see Okada.
No, it's definitely.
I don't think so.
But the blonde hair guy.
Yeah,
is Okada.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like Okada. I
he's-
guess I didn't know it was him, but it was either him or someone based on him.
He's getting ready for a match.
It looks like him to you.
He wears the
Yeah.
big coat with the
He
necklace
was
and stuff.
dressed as Okada.
Okay. So I
So,
wouldn't know that.
He
That's
looked like wrestler Okada to me.
Okay.
That's the that's like the information dump because New Japan exists in this world,
Yep.
and they're like, oh, the Global Wrestling Monopoly are a bunch of fuck asses,
Because of that first match,
Yeah.
they haven't worked with them since.
right?
She also could make them TNA.
So Tiger Mask W.
So they're a mix between TNA and WWE.
Yeah.
No.
Global Wrestling.
TNA could never. You mean Global Force Network? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that we haven't worked with him in 20 years because of one thing they did.
The drama, right? Which makes sense. So Tiger Mask, good guy, goes and checks on his old master, who's in a nursing home, not dead.
Yes, in a wheelchair.
He's in a wheelchair. He's all messed up, but he still watches wrestling all the time, which made me think of Lou Brown in the hospital watching the Major League team go
I
to
love
win the
this
pennant.
British stuff. I
Yeah.
moved to England.
Yeah. So he still watches wrestling, even though he's severely fucked up from wrestling. And Tiger Mask, who is a secret still, he says, you need to watch the show WrestleMax because something's going to happen on that show. And so he does. And Tiger of the Dark tries to find out where Yellow Devil is. He wins his early match. Odin's the champ. He fights a guy who's afraid to fight him.
Because he's just he's a squash guy.
He's a squash guy. So big
they call
Odin.
him that?
Big,
No.
he's afraid. He cries and runs away. And Tiger Mask shows up to take his place and fights Odin. Kicks his ass, crushes him with a roundhouse kick, then just leaves and gets counted out
Yep.
on purpose. Like,
Oh, that's how the match ended. They actually
Yeah.
ended the match. He didn't just walk away.
no, he said, "Go ahead and count, ref." Right?
Oh,
Yeah, because
okay, I
he
missed
said
that.
he said to the ref, "It's your decision." And
Yeah.
as he's like,
And then
as
he
he
leaves.
ran out,
The
the
ref-
guy is like, "All right, so who should I count?" And Miss X tells him, "Count
Yeah.
count for a count out
Oh.
instead of
Do
a
a count
knockout."
out.
Okay.
do a count out, not a knockout. So Tiger Mask leaves. Odin's still champ, but he's gotten his ass kicked.
And do we know who Tiger Mask is?
We know the
Yeah.
audience, but
Yeah.
nobody else knows.
Yes, we know it's this.
We know it's the same guy because he's,
Kazuma.
Is there like another younger kid at
yes,
this point?
there is. He was talking to Okada earlier, and he
Oh.
tag teams in the second.
Yes, that's the.
I was not sure that young kid
was
was different from the young kid in the first scene.
Different people.
So then I was thinking, wait, I thought he was Tiger Mask, but clearly in this scene he is not Tiger Mask.
right because he's watching.
The Tiger Mask match.
He's on
Right,
the
right.
outside.
I thought that was the same kid though. That's where I got confused.
no, separate people.
Okay.
You didn't mention his trainer at all. Tiger Mask trainer.
Tiger Mask is a trainer who runs like a body shop,
Yeah.
motorcycle shop, and used to be a wrestler. So I'm assuming we're gonna find out he was Tiger Mask.
So he was the one that pulled the strings to get the guy who was afraid of Odin to get out.
Right.
Uh-huh.
He like showed up at the show and said, "You might want to back out of this match." He's like, "Oh, absolutely." All right, so that was episode 1. Episode 2, Odin is being replaced as champion because he got his ass kicked,
Even though he technically won.
even though he won.
He's
Miss-
nothing like that.
Miss X says Tiger Mask is a real dangerous moniker. Like, so I assume that's why I assume the body shop guy is
Oh,
a
because
past
he
Tiger.
already
Yeah.
exists.
Yeah.
'cause
And she's
you-
like, Tiger Mask, that's a very dangerous thing. We don't want to fuck around with this. We need to take this guy out now before he gets too much power. He once took, if he's the same guy, he once beat up the entire training Tiger's Den
Yeah.
by himself.
But that was 50 years ago.
But yeah, but it was a long time ago. So that's me. That's why I think it's that guy.
Yeah.
Miss X says Black Python is going to come in. He's a British wrestler who does catch as catch can.
Yes.
Oh, I
That's what
did
she
not
says.
pick up on that.
He will come in and take on Tiger Mask in a one-on-one match. Then we see Yuji Nagata, who is in this show in charge of New Japan.
Okay.
He's like the head of New Japan.
I didn't put those two together.
And he
even
shows-
though I saw the,
Oh, Yuji Nagata was this other one?
yes.
Yuji Nagata.
I
is
did
this
not know
guy.
that.
Yeah, he's
It's a
the,
name I know, but I had no clue watching
Yep.
this.
Yeah, he was the one who's heading.
He heads up
yeah.
New Japan
Okay.
and talks to Okada at one
Blue
point.
Justice?
Yep, Blue Justice. And he says, like, I'm going to get myself involved in this thing and make this. We're going to get our revenge, basically, is what he's trying to do. So Global Wrestling Monopoly hold a press conference. They demand Tiger Mask give them an apology. And then Tiger Mask has this little girl who's his friend. What's her name again?
It is 1 second. It is Haruna.
Yeah,
Haruna.
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 So Haruna, she's the agent. So she shows up and is like, I'll agent for you.
Yep.
And sets up this match. And New Japan Nagata shows up and is like, since neither one of you want to have this on your own soil or turf, like you don't want to have this in a Monopoly ring and you don't want to have this
And basically
Wherever
no
t-
ring.
wherever Tiger Mask decides, why don't you have it in a New Japan ring? And then they agree. Then we get a scene of Miss X taking a shower.
Yep.
Because this is anime.
Yep.
We get her taking a shower, and she keeps getting calls from somebody who's like the bigger bad, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
The Vince McMahon bad guy. Saying like, and she's
Oh,
like,
it's going to be her dad, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Probably.
Oh no. Yeah, it didn't go well. Like those kinds of things. So it's gonna be, of course, you can't just have one match on a card. You got to set this up for months with random tag matches, just like New Japan would.
Yep.
So they have to have a random tag match. So Tiger Mask has to team with Ryu, who is the guy you think Bill is
the
Tiger
younger guy.
Yep.
The same Tiger Mask.
Okay.
They're separate.
Tiger Mask teaming with Tiger Mask did confuse
So
me
they
without the
they have to
subtitles.
team together, and they will face Tiger the Dark and new bad guy, the Black Python.
Do the two Tiger folk know who one another are?
No.
Neither
They-
one recognizes the
they
other.
don't
not-
recognize
They
each
do
other.
not know each other.
As because they've only seen each other with masks on.
They have
Right,
never
so
seen
that's
each
why.
other since the incident, and yes,
Okay,
they only
Dwight
that
Howard?
makes sense, but I
Dwight
wasn't
Howard
sure.
is a Sixer.
Is he really?
Yes,
And that's and he's got that hair now.
he does. He does have that.
That's a
hair.
choice.
Does he do anything anymore?
Weird defense, like right now, where he's holding John Collins' hand. John Collins does not want him to do that.
They're playing patty cake.
Yep. They're getting into it. They didn't even throw the ball in yet.
That's a foul. Herder got fouled.
The guy
Shoot,
was too close.
just hit that pull up right there.
There it is.
Oh, a big brick. He got the rebound though.
Had them stats, brother. He's gonna get. Look at that.
Lou Williams.
Yes,
got
same
the
play.
assist.
He got a rebound and an assist.
Is it an
What
assist?
a
If-
stud.
After missing
If
a
you
shot.
pump fake, is it an assist? I don't think
Probably.
so. Is it? Anyway, we get a bunch of backstory on what the beef is between the global monopoly, wrestling monopoly, and the New Japan guys. The reason they're doing this, they're trying to break into the New Japan market because nobody trusts global wrestling monopoly. So that's why they have to have these WrestleMax shows so they can ingrain themselves with the Japanese audience.
And that they're just going to force their way back in because
Right.
the Japanese audience loves them.
So now we have this tag match. But before we do, Yuji Nagata goes over merch and says, like, does Tiger Mask have merch? Because you should have merch to make money in wrestling.
And
the
Haruna's
agent.
like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we should do that.
It's very
Yeah,
in the woods here.
a lot of in the weeds talk. The ref in this match is Red Shoes. Did you notice that?
I did again. I thought, oh, it looks like Red Shoes, but
It is Red
okay.
Shoes. Not voiced by Red Shoes, but it's Red Shoes.
All right.
Tiger Mask and Tiger the Dark get into it a little bit. Ryu gets his ass kicked by Tiger the Dark. And there's this whole backstory of Tiger Mask has never wrestled a tag match, so he just doesn't know what to do. So Ryu's getting his ass beat, and he won't interfere. He's just waiting on the outside for a tag that will never come. And finally, he gets in. He beats the crap out of Tiger the Dark. But then the young boy comes in, steals the pin, and pins Black Python.
Who is the other guy?
Who's supposed to be in this main event match. And then we see this...
Oh, he's the British dude?
Yeah.
Didn't know he's British.
So then of course. You would never know that if you weren't...
We do get a little bit of them doing a little bit of catch.
Yeah,
wrestling.
we got some Germans and some catch.
We did get some Brock level German.
Yeah, three or four Germans. The young boy makes the pin, and then in the back, Nagata says... He doesn't know how to do business. This is not how you do business. You don't pin the guy in the big match. Whoa, we're going really into the weeds here.
Talking baseball.
Talking inside baseball, really. In this show that's supposed to be real serious, where people almost die in matches and get stabbed, not in a fake way. So he pins the dude and wins. And then they're like, okay, you beat him, so we have a new guy. Red Death Mask is going to now take his place.
Yes, and I think they alluded to him being the top guy of the GWM.
Okay, so he's going to come in and now take the spot of the beaten by a young boy, Black Python.
Yes.
And that was Tiger Mask W.
I was thinking of keep continuing and watching more of it. But
think
then I realized that there's 30 episodes. I'm like, I don't want to read 30 episodes worth of shit.
We'll watch 2 more.
I guess the things I'll say about it positively is I like the backstory of the 2 guys who are young boys who have this thing happen and they get separated, and one's in the evil group, one's in the good group, and they eventually are going to have to figure that out. But they all want revenge on the one guy. Yeah. I like all that. Love it. It's very
That's
fast.
very anime.
Yeah, I love that. It's very fast paced, so a very quick 22 minutes.
Yeah.
It does not drag.
But it is all reading. If we can eventually get a dubbed version, that would be fantastic, but I doubt that's going to happen.
I don't think so. So that is a little tricky, but I like subtitles better than overdubs sometimes.
See, I just always I'll read the subtitles, even if it's something in English and I'm watching it and there's subtitles. I'm just gonna read the subtitles instead of watch the show. Right. So that's a problem.
Yeah, I like the subtitles better because I think sometimes the overdubs are real weird.
Yeah,
especially in some of these shows my kid watches, the overdubs are like, what the fuck were you guys thinking when you do you just have to match the lips so you had to say these weird phrases? I don't know.
They always make women laugh really weird too.
Everything is weird. Everything is weird. Anyway,
there's 3 types of anime females. The one is the evil sex goddess. The other is the little schoolgirl, and then there's the one normal girl. But that's only one ever in a show.
Yes,
we haven't met her yet because we've got the evil.
No, she's the nurse.
Schoolgirl. Oh, the nurse.
She's definitely going to be the nurse.
The nurse, right? The nurse who has the hots for Tiger Mask. Yep.
Oh, right.
100%. So what did you, of all those things that I said, Bill?
Yes.
You watched it without subtitles. Did you miss any of the...
Well, the main thing that had me confused...
The 2 guys.
...was who actually was Tiger Mask.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And then a lot of the things you should... the basic story I did follow pretty mostly well besides that. Mm. But a lot of the other things that you're saying, I had no clue on. About you got to sell merch.
Yeah,
they show the merch table. Though.
I know, but
I could see that being a very confusing scene if you don't know what they're saying. It's just him looking out at the crowd, and then he turns and sees her, and he says something to her, and she turns and she looks at this merch stand, and you're just okay, what's going?
What was he saying?
Yeah, and the dude was from Britain, whatever. He was just another wrestler. I didn't realize there was anything.
He spoke in Japanese and all that too. But yeah, a lot of in the weeds stuff, which I enjoyed, but also a little too far. If we're gonna have knives and stuff,
did you get the whole thing about him not understanding how tag teams work?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. That was
you stand outside the ring because you're noble and you know. No, I didn't know that was part of the storyline.
Yeah, because it wasn't even he's cheering on his. He's just standing there cross-armed.
Mm.
And the guys in the back are what did they say? They didn't say interfere, but they're
cut in.
Cut in. Yeah, cut in. Cut in. It's funny.
So the main plot line I pretty well got, but a lot of this other stuff, I have no idea.
I think it's fine. I think it's actually kind of fun. I don't know if I'm not the biggest anime guy, but I could see myself dipping back in here maybe.
I think
It's
in
not
3 weeks we
terrible.
might.
Maybe. We'll see.
I'm going to
I was
run
interested to
2
see
back
it.
next week, actually.
I was very interested to see it because I'm like, oh, we talked about this a long time ago and we never actually got to see it. Like we talked about the global wrestling monopoly and how weird this is and the Ibushi match and is he really going to do this from now on and be Tiger Mask W when we already have a Tiger Mask and you're Ibushi, the god? What the hell's going on? So
if you don't like anime, this isn't going to bring you into it. But if you're like if you don't have an opinion on anime, it's not too bad.
if you kind of like anime, you can deal with it, and you like wrestling, I think you can do it. But yeah, I didn't hate it. It wasn't as bad. When you said on Saturday, Bill, have you watched it yet? I did have dread. I was like, oh no, I'm really worried
No
that's gonna
dread.
suck.
Just weird.
I'm really worried.
Especially
it's gonna
if
suck.
you don't have subtitles on and you don't know what's going on.
Oh, that was a gimmick. We already had that all set.
Yeah, we talked about that.
At the very beginning, the guy in the ring, one of the young boys, and I can't remember if it was Tiger Mask or Tiger the Dark, one of them yelled out "Father" to him.
Right.
So there's that. And I don't think it was Tiger Mask who yelled out "Father."
So Tiger the Dark, who
Yeah.
went real dark.
His dad is the one who's got his back broken and all.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And he got the slash on his face.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
he's not a good guy because he hasn't visited him in the hospital.
Well, as soon as I
at
saw the cut down the middle of his face, I'm like, well, he's a bad guy.
Yep.
I can tell that. I don't need titles for that.
all. There you go. All right, Bill, you're up next for the review next week. What do you got?
I got 2. One, I honestly don't know if we watched it or not. I cannot remember. I know I've seen at least part of it.
Oh boy,
Did we ever watch Jumanji 2?
No.
we watched one.
We watched the
Okay.
first one.
Then that's what we'll be watching is Jumanji
Where is
the
that
next
available?
level. Hulu.
Of course, it's fucking Hulu.
Is it?
Hulu Premium is just normal Hulu, right?
I don't know.
Let me see if I've got it.
Sometimes
online.
it's not. If it's Hulu Stars, it's definitely not. Let's see if it pops up.
I think I'll have it on mine because I'm pretty sure I have stars.
Oh, you're gonna mess up my whole Hulu thing. I'm gonna have to sign out and sign into yours.
What is it again?
Jumanji.
Jumanji the next level. I've seen part of it before. So I don't know
Stars
where
add.
it
It's a
is.
Stars add-on.
I've got it though. I've got the next level.
Stars add-on.
Well, the other one is on Amazon Prime, I think.
The first one we watched.
No,
first
the
one.
other movie
Choice
that,
that you-
if we can't get to Jumanji, I have another one that I think is on Amazon, but I don't know that either.
Well, it's just up to Ryan if he wants to sign out and sign into my Hulu for a night and then go back to his.
That's fine. I can figure it out.
Do you have my Hulu, right?
I have Ryan's Hulu.
You have Ryan's. Okay.
I mean, I have my own Hulu.
We'll have
I'll
to.
have to
we'll
look
have
up
to
my password
do
and
some
such, but-
adjustments.
Yeah.
All right, then
We're into
if
that.
if we can make it work, then that's what we're watching. Jumanji,
Okay.
the next level. It's featuring a wrestler named Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, never heard of him. Who's
He's-
that?
He used to wrestle.
Has he appeared in anything else?
I have a very important
before?
question. Who'd he ever beat?
In wrestling, I think he
Life.
beat Ron Simmons once.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Yep. Well, he has appeared in the first Jumanji. Wally, to answer your question.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Okay.
I liked the
Anything
first, and I
else?
liked
the first one was
Jumanji.
fun. Yeah.
I thought it was fun.
It was kind of fun. It
thought-
was. I
that-
begrudgingly say that it was
Was
kind
that
of fun.
Mike that
I
picked
saw
that?
it in the theater.
I think so.
at
Ghost
one
Mike
point,
picked
actually.
that?
I think Ghost Mike made us watch
Ghost
that.
Mike picked that, and I thought at the time, like, oh, fuck, this is going to suck. And then I watched it, I'm like, I am very
But now I'm wondering where I saw part of the second one.
pleasantly surprised. You must have seen it. Somebody. It was a Christmas time movie, wasn't
Yeah.
it? With Dougie Fresh. That's what I would
Maybe.
surmise. Anyway, so Jumanji 2.
Oh, I didn't see it like in a theater. I saw the first one in a theater
Oh.
years ago. 2 years ago?
Jumanji 2. That's what we're watching next week for the review. Wally, it's time for a top 5. Top 5 games you beat Bill in yesterday at
No.
Board Game Day.
Unfortunately, there was only 2 games that I won yesterday because we only had time for 2. So top 5 reasons why I won
Oh,
that game.
Oh my God.
Number
Bill.
5, I actually remembered how to play the game like right off the bat, which
Number
is a big
5.
help.
That
Which is a
helps.
big help.
The gentleman sitting to Wally's left
I-
didn't really try to stop him at all the whole game.
Number 4 is Tim's girlfriend just attacking him over and over.
course,
That took him
right.
out of the game.
Perfect.
So that's fantastic.
Nice job.
Agreed.
Number 3 is, you're right, I did not get attacked most of the game. There was
That helps.
the very last round I got attacked once. So.
Number 3, you got lucky.
Number 2,
I messed up.
Tim screwing over Bill, and Bill also forgetting about the card, which would have stopped Tim screwing him over. So that's number 2.
Yeah.
And the number 1 reason why I won the game yesterday is that I am a genius. So.
Number 1 is because he has a forever partner in every board game that we play.
I am a genius.
Yep. So yeah, actually, I really should have put remembering the game up higher.
That should be number 1. That's my number 1 problem with
Maybe I
any.
did see the second one in theaters. No, maybe that's what it was.
That's my biggest problem with any board game that we play that
yeah.
I've been involved in is I don't know what the fuck is happening
Mhm.
until it's way too late.
Yeah.
I feel like you remembered it
Move
pretty
3.
well for the most part.
For the most
But
part.
Brandon didn't seem to remember.
He even said
anything.
last time I didn't figure it out until it was too late.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Yep.
I mean, he didn't really seem to do anything the entire time, too.
No, he didn't. You guys formed some weird alliance based on nothing, and it stuck.
For 5 years. They've had an alliance for a while, haven't they?
Well, Tim and Wally have for many years.
No.
But in this game, Wally and Brennan did too for some reason. Where they would
Yeah,
be like, they even at one point there was like one system and there's 2 planets, but they couldn't both go there at the same time.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, I'm gonna go get this one. I won't touch the other planet. I'll get out, and then you can go in and take it. And they stuck to that plan.
No,
they
that's
actually did it.
Only half true. So I went in. I only had one thing. I only brought one piece to take one planet over because I couldn't bring 2. A round goes by. Then he wants to come in. I was like, all right, well, if you don't come in, I'll leave next round, and then you'll be able to come in. And he said, okay, that's fine. I was like, all right, perfect. I won't have to.
Yeah. So Wally
fight
got
something.
out of his way.
Exactly.
And then when he not only did Wally not want to fight him, he didn't take over the planet that Wally had one dude guarding.
Yeah,
he had one
didn't
person
do
guarding a
that.
planet, and he did not attack
Oh
him.
my god.
But then, Bill, you also did the same later on. I had a planet right next to your home planet.
Yes.
I
But
put a
that
guy
was-
down, and then I took my ship out of it, and you were like, all right, fine, I'll just bring my ships in.
I brought my ships in because I had a card that I needed ships in 6 systems or something
Yeah,
like that.
Okay.
And I was trying to not get you to fight me because you had
The War Sun.
yeah.
Yes.
And I didn't want to fight a War Sun.
Which is fine. I had a very, very good ship from the outset, and I did not use it basically the entire game. It was just a
What a
defensive,
rebound.
just for defensive purposes. It was like, don't come at me because I'll fuck you up.
Yeah. And I also
And it allowed me to do everything.
I'm pretty sure that the ships I had, like my cruisers, were better than I was using. Like there was something I was not doing in battle.
I kept forgetting about.
I had like some special ability that I was not using.
Yeah, I kept forgetting about those. I had one card that said if I bring 3 ships into a system, automatically destroy one of the non-fighter systems or non-fighter ships of the other
not
person.
like that, but it's something like
Yeah.
that. But I wasn't doing.
And
Tim
then-
did tell us that he plays with a group of people at like conventions, and one of the guys he plays with has played like hundreds of iterations of this, and brings a notebook and writes down every move that every person makes,
which is crazy.
What?
Crazy.
so that
How
he
do you
can
keep
go
track
back and
of it?
study it. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
That's odd. Piper Niven showed up on Raw.
No.
Oh, is that who the?
Eva Marie's friend.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
Why did Mike call her duo drop?
I don't know. I don't know what he was talking about. I haven't looked at my phone.
I didn't see it.
But yeah, Piper Niven showed up. And there's another deal. Andrade El Idolo, another quick news thing. He pulled out of whatever that new Mexican promotion is.
I didn't know there was a new Mexican. promotion.
Yeah,
I think we talked about it.
Mike was
a little
talking
bit.
about it a while ago. There's the new upstart wrestling promotion, and he pulled out of it already. He was supposed to have a big match with Roosh on there, and both men are out.
That's not good.
So the
That's not a good start.
Federation Wrestling, he's out.
Okay.
There's no drama there. Real quick too, he does not have creative control. He does not have favored nations creative control. That was a misreported thing for AEW.
For AEW,
Does
right?
not have creative control in AEW. So
None at
there's
all?
that. None at all.
Wow.
None at all. Apparently. Oh, I see. Sean Rossop said the pitch name for new Piper Niven name is Duo Drop.
Jesus.
Don't know if they'll use it or not.
Please don't use that name.
That's
Oh,
terrible.
boy. Anyway, that's it. This episode's over. Next time we're doing Jumanji 2, right?
Into the Woods.
Nope.
That's not it?
Yes.
No?
Nope.
That's-
Nope.
Into the streets.
Nope.
Jumanji 2
Again,
Into
not
the
it.
Streets.
And Electric Boogaloo. Jumanji 2. Currently, the Kevin Herter Atlanta team are winning.
Yeah, because look at
He's-
that assist.
Got 94 points, right? I think
He's
winning?
playing like Bill
He's got all the
Walton right now.
points.
He's having a Walton-esque game.
a Walton 1998 NBA Live
Yes.
game. Anyway,
Corner 3.
this show's over. We will see you next week. Peace out. Follow us on Twitter. @NationPod.
See ya.